ओम शांति अव्यक्ति परिवार
Om
में
Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is August 23rd. Transform the atmosphere with your volcanic yoga. Today's topic is knowledge and yoga. Constantly experience the stage of a lighthouse and lighthouse in yoga. Knowledge is light and yoga is might. Knowledge and yoga, let both these powers be full of light and might. This is called being a master, almighty authority. Now we'll listen from Mohini.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
आज बाबा कहते हैं ज्ञान लाइट है और योग
Today
माइट।
Baba is saying knowledge
कहते हैं
is
कि अज्ञान
light
अंधेरा
and
मिटा
yoga is might. And there is a saying, when there is the light of knowledge, the
ज्ञान का
darkness
अंधेरा
of
कहते हैं।
ignorance is dispelled. And knowledge is also called the third eye. And when there is understanding in the intellect, so it's as if that you're able to see something so clearly through these eyes when you can see through your intellect. So use the eye of knowledge. So you will see when you're cooking food, when you're eating food, but after eating, what happens? So the energy that is created in each one's body is different. The food is the same. In somebody's body, it creates a very good quantity of blood. And some people's body, they stay light. And some people put on weight by eating the same food. So each one has a different capacity to digest. So in the similar way, every one of us receives knowledge. So into what energy are we converting that knowledge into? An electrician comes over and he has the knowledge of electricity. And when there is darkness, when there is blackout, when he comes, in 2 minutes, he's able to fix everything. There's a doctor, and the doctor has the knowledge.
बोलो। तो शिव जयंती मनाते हैं, शिवरात्रि
We
कहते हैं।
celebrate Shiv Jayanti, and we also call as Shivratri, means the night of Shiva. So it is the darkness of ignorance. When there is ignorance, there is its darkness. So we get a lot of examples like this where it can be proved that knowledge is light. If we just have points of knowledge in our intellect, we have lots of points, but some of them have converted that knowledge into wisdom. Someone has converted that knowledge into light. As Mama and Baba would say, knowledge is nectar. It can cure any illness. And we also call this is the path of knowledge. One is the path. Knowledge is also the destination. So if we understand knowledge very well in all its aspects, and if we use it in our life, first make knowledge into your eyes. Whatever you're seeing through your eyes, you might see a human being. What is he wearing? What's his height? What's his build? How is his face? These are being seen through our physical eyes. And when I see through the third eye, we can feel their vibration, their character. The light in the center of the forehead becomes evident very, very clearly. So do this homework when you listen to the Murli or when you think of any point. Have I changed point into light? And secondly, Baba said, yoga is power. It's a connection. When we are connected with the Almighty Authority, we get power. Therefore, we can go very deep into this, into this aspect. You need to use both. If you want to swing on the swing, so the connection, which the two rods which are holding, both are needed. If one is short and one is long, or if one breaks, it won't work. If I only have gyan, knowledge, there can be a slight arrogance that develops from that. And sometimes we are trying to apply knowledge, but it doesn't work. And Didi saying, do yoga. And if you're not able to have yoga, study, go and sit and study the Murli. Use both of them very well, knowledge and yoga. If there are too many questions, read the Murli once again and you will get your answers. Because Baba, with a lot of patience and in a lot of detail, he explains everything to us. Many times I read one word and I stop. It's not that I can read fast, but I want to give everyone to digest, even for a moment, for a second. Or if you want to listen to something, and then you can digest. To which Baba says, one is the aspect of eating, the other is to chew, which is churning. Baba gives us the example of the cow. It will eat a lot of things at once, and then it will sit and it'll regurgitate and keep chewing and chewing and chewing. So how much milk it is able to produce? So therefore, so the food for the soul is knowledge and yoga. And if the soul is healthy, then the body will also be good. If the soul becomes weakened, then the body also, it can fall ill or become weak for one or the other reason. So this is very nice aspect which Baba is sharing. So Baba was saying knowledge is light and yoga is might. Knowledge and yoga, both these powers be full of light and might. This is called constantly experience the stage of a lighthouse and might house in yoga. And we definitely need lighthouse because the waves of the ocean hit the lighthouse so strongly, but it doesn't affect the lighthouse at all. And I've seen um, it keeps swinging in many places. The lighthouse, it's not very deep, but it doesn't break and the light keeps glowing. So similarly, we have to be so stable, unshakable, like a lighthouse and a might house. Baba is saying knowledge is light and yoga is might. Baba is saying, let both these powers be full of light and might. And if this is full, then what will happen? We will be master, almighty authority. This is such a beautiful thing that Baba is saying. If we have both light and might, what will we become? Master, almighty authority. We will have the authority of almighty authority. The light of knowledge and the power of yoga. And the stage that we need to have is of a lighthouse and might house. Not from tomorrow, start from now, today. A new homework has been given. And when we will listen to Avyakt Murli now, sit and listen in such a way as if that the light is coming on to us and you're able to experience the might. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakt Murli
Om
revision.
Shanti. The revision of Avyakti Murli from 1969. And it is a chit chat from the heart of an angel.
अव्यक्त वाणी तारीख है 11
So
जून
the Murli date is 11th of June 1971. In order to remain close to Bab Dada in the three worlds, in the three aspects of time, remain safe from the influence of bad company. Just the influence of company can make you distant from all three worlds. By protecting yourself from the influence of company, you're able to attain the fortune of staying close to the Father in the three worlds and also in the three aspects of time. Bab Dada calls this group a flock of swans. What is the task and what is the form of swans? The form of swans is purity, and their task is constantly to imbibe pearls of virtues. They would never take stones of defects into their intellects. This is the task of swans. However, in order to fulfill this task, you continually receive directions from Bab Dada. What are these directions? You also have an image of these directions. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and think no evil. If you constantly keep these directions in your awareness, you become a true swan and constantly remain seated on the shore of the ocean of virtues. That is, close to the Father. So, do not let your intellect focus on anything except the Father, the ocean of knowledge, because swans always live by the ocean. So consider yourself to be a swan and continue to fulfill your promise. Do you understand? You have to learn to discriminate between pearls and stones. What are the stones and what are the pearls? You have become knowledgeful, have you not? Now we will see what wonders these swans show. A flock of swans attracts others even against their conscious wish. So, you have to protect yourself from the influence of bad company and keep yourself in godly company. You have to let go of the company of others and keep the company of one. You do not just experience godly company through the physical form, but you must also stay in godly company with your intellect. The intellect should always be in godly company, and even in physical relationships, you must constantly be in godly company. On the basis of this company, you will be protected from many other influences of company. You just have to transfer it. You have to transform yourself from being fragile and become one who shows wonders. You must not show your nature of being delicate, but you just have to become delicate in being able to transform your sanskars. You must not be delicate in actions. You have to be an embodiment of power in this. If you do not constantly have the shield of a Shakti, then you can easily be hit by an arrow. An arrow is normally shot at a delicate part of the body. Therefore, if you hold the shield of an embodiment of power, you become an embodiment of power. If you do not if you do not constantly have the shield of Shakti, then you can easily be hit by an arrow. An arrow is normally shot at a delicate part of the body. Therefore, if you hold the shield of an embodiment of power, you become an embodiment of power. Then no arrow of Maya will be able to hit you. You must not be delicate in your actions. In order to mold yourself, you must become real gold. You must show no nature of being delicate through your face, features, or eyes. Whilst keeping all these things in your awareness, you have to pass with honors. The jewels visible in this group are those who will give the practical proof and become the proof, and those in whom there is hope. You all have to go ahead of one another. You must not become happy in simply seeing others move forward. If you just keep looking at others, you will become devotees. Devotees simply look at others, sing their praise, and become happy. You must not become devotees. You must become embodiments of knowledge and yog yukt, knowledgeable and yogi souls. Now we will see the result of the paper. Those who give the practical proof will claim the first number. But for those who are still thinking, the Father will also have to think about giving them the fortune of the kingdom. Those who offer themselves will be offered the fortune of the kingdom by the world by Bab Dada first. If you do not offer yourself, why should Bab Dada offer you the throne of the world? If you offer yourself, you will be considered great. You must not become a gas balloon. They fly very fast, but only for a temporary period. Here, you must fill yourself with eternal energy. You must not take the support of temporary oxygen. Om Shanti.